Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to make a handheld Steadicam for your cell phone. A good amount of my YouTube videos are filmed using the camera on my phone, and this kind of Steadicam will help me get very steady looking videos. And this one I'm making, you can either hold it with two hands on each side, or just one hand in the center. If you enjoy this video and you find it helpful, please be sure to comment, like, and share it, as well as subscribe to my channel. So the materials you will need, this is a 3/4 inch PVC pipe. And this one's about 5 feet long, but I don't think I'll need all that length. And then this is just a windshield mount for your phone. For the first step, I've gone ahead and marked off the sections of the pipe that I will be cutting. I have a 10-inch piece right there, another 10-inch piece, and then two 5-inch pieces. And those 4 pieces are going to make the main assembly for this mount. And to cut these pieces, you can either use a saw, but I'm just using a standard pipe cutter to make a very smooth cut. With these 4 pieces cut, you can now see this mount taking its shape. I'm going to make one last cut, 2 inches below the top of this centerpiece. Now you can see the layout of this mount and how it will all go together. So now the next step is to take the pipes and kind of round out this flat edge so it'll be able to adhere nicely to the other PVC pipe. Now that everything is nicely ground down, it'll fit much nicer on that one PVC pipe. I'll go ahead and clamp it all together and use the plastic weld to adhere it all. And then once that's done, I'll show you how to use the windshield mount and attach it. Now I'm letting the epoxy dry again. I've done one side and then I flipped it over and reapplied some more epoxy. That way it's got a nice seal on it. So now with the windshield mount, I'm going to be unscrewing this screw right there to take off the actual phone mount portion of it. And then I'll be able to use that to mount to the top of this assembly. So now that that side is unscrewed, I'm going to actually unscrew this portion as well because the screw in there is much longer than this one, and that'll work a little bit better. And I can take that assembly apart by just sliding this bottom part right out. And that way I can change out the screw. So here's the longer screw on the other side. And then this, I've already slid it out. And now I'll basically just pop out that little screw and then replace it with the longer one. With a longer screw in, I can just go ahead and reassemble this. And that'll slide right back on. And then this screw right here will go through that PVC pipe. Now all the epoxy is nice and dry. I'll have to go back and sand it all because part of the paper towel that was sitting on it kind of pulled that up as well. But once I sand that and smooth it out, I'll be ready to paint the whole assembly so it looks nice. So I've drilled a hole in the upper portion. Then I can take the nut from the actual mount. And then once that's tight, that'll stay nice on there. So I'll be putting a weight on the bottom side, but basically you can either hold it with one hand with the phone right in the slot there, or use two hands on both of the handles to make it a nice Steadicam. So I'll go ahead and sand it nicely and plasti dip it so it looks good, and then put a few weights on and show you how it looks. So I now finished up and I actually decided to wrap the entire thing in electrical tape rather than plasti dipping it. And for the counterweight on the bottom, I just used a combination of different little nuts there. I have about 12 of them wrapping around. So now I'll go ahead and remount the phone portion of it. And now with that top piece on, this is a completed handheld Steadicam. You can easily put your cell phone right in the top here, and then either hold it with one hand like that or one hand on each of the side handles. And that counterweight is going to help keep it very steady. So thank you all for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel.